Hey guys, so I was driving to work, and as an entrepreneur, God gave me something spirit led that I want to share with you guys. So, when I was little, I was like in elementary school, maybe third or fourth grade. My teacher gave us a pot full of fertilizer and a seed to put inside the pot. And she told us in a couple of months, this is going to turn into a beautiful, gorgeous flower, depending on how you take care of it. And she was trying to teach us metamorphosis. So today I was driving and I thought about metamorphosis in the state of entrepreneurship and how we really don't know what we think we know concerning business. Let me break it down to you. So the first week, we put the seed in there, we put it in the sun, everybody's excited, yay, 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 we're gonna have these beautiful flowers. Then the second week, we put it in the sun, we looking, nothing's sprouting. The third week, we go to our teacher, like, you told us we get beautiful flowers, girl, where these flowers at? Literally, that's what we did as kids. We went to the teacher, because the teacher, we were like, you told us we get flowers by the end of this month. And she explained to us what was happening. She showed us a picture of the flower growing and how it looked in the mud. And she began to explain that it has to sprout out from the mud has weight, so it takes its time, but it's growing under the mud. So we were like, oh, we are getting flowers, it's just taking longer than we thought. Somebody's gonna understand what I'm saying in a moment. So then the second month went by. We're like, okay, where are these beautiful flowers? And the teacher says, your flowers are sprouting, shows us another image of how it looks under the mud. Saying that the mud is heavy, it has to grow, and soon enough it'll get strong enough to break through the ground. Then she tells us, now I'm going to give you the job fully. I've been watching your flowers. Take your flowers home. There was this girl who asked the teacher, actually, could she take her flower home? And the teacher said, everybody take their flower home. I was actually going to do that once the flower grew, but since it's taking its time, take the flower home, go with your parents, tell your parents what you're trying to do, and water your flowers, put your flower in the sun. And I'm going to give y'all a log where y'all can journal down what you've been doing every day. So remember I told you, me and a couple other kids lost interest out of the first month that our flower didn't grow because that's what we expected. That was the plan. The flower was supposed to grow in a month. So we lost interest in the flower. But that one girl who asked to bring her flower home and remind the teacher of what she was going to do when the flower grew, she came back excited one day. Said, my flower molded like a month, like maybe like a couple months after my flower, and showed her a picture of the flower, said that her mom has a green thumb, they planted the flower in her garden, and we all looking like, dang. So the teacher says, where's everybody else's flower? Everybody bring their flowers, some people brought their flowers. And some people say, well, my flower didn't grow that well, and my flower didn't. I had nothing to bring because I didn't water my flower. I took my flower home, it didn't grow fast enough for my liking, and I left it. The whole point of me sharing this story, the whole reason it dropped in my mind is I am a starting entrepreneur. And one thing that I'm trying to remind myself in this season is not to throw away my seed just because I don't want to water it. The girl who had her flower, the teacher said, your flower grew so beautiful, tell the class. Because people were coming in saying their flower wasn't as pretty, and they were sad, they didn't know what they did, they followed the instructions. And the girl said, my mom told me that the fertilizer I was using was not going to feed my flower well. So we re-fertilized my flower, and she taught me how to water and garden my seed. Why do we think as entrepreneurs that it's A, B, C, D? It might be AWFY. It might be 2 plus 2 equation of 4.9. We think that it has to be a certain way, a certain type of understanding, a certain level. It's going to be a step by step. Your dynamic is going to be completely different based on how you water it, based on how you take care of it. And we get thrown off in entrepreneurship a lot of times, and we jump ship when it's not going the way we want it to go. But I have to tell you this, you still have to keep watering the seed. You still have to keep putting it in direct sunlight. You still have to keep showing up for your thing to grow, for your idea, your vision to expand, for it to be strong enough to break through the mud. And we get upset when it's not doing it in the time frame that we want it to, but nobody told you that's how that was supposed to be. There's a parable in the Bible, Matthew 25, about the talents. And the man of God distributed the talents, and he tells them to go forth with them, and he expects them to come back with the product of their talent. One of them didn't do what he was supposed to do. He buried his money, and the man got mad at him. He said, well, you told me you was going to come back for my money. And he was like, well, no, I was expecting you to do something with what I gave you. Then the second man, he went and took the money and went into the market and started selling it. So not only did he come back with the money he gave him, he came back with more. And because of that, the man saw his wisdom, told him he was wise, and blessed him with more money to go back and do the same thing. And the story continues to unfold itself. And that is how God is. We get mad at God because say, God, you gave me this plan, God, you gave me this vision, and it's not going how you told me it's going to go, because we think that God is going to water it and God's going to put direct sunlight on it. We think God is going to check on our plant. God is going to notice that the soil isn't being fed well to this plant. God is not doing that. God is giving you what he's going to give you, and he expects you to do the work. And we have this misunderstanding about God sometimes when we're not realizing that he gave you the resource, he gave you the seed, he gave you the sunlight. He's expecting you to figure out how to make this thing work. And I just want to encourage all the faith-based entrepreneurs out there that don't get discouraged because it's not going in the time frame you wanted to go. It's not working out. You're doing all these things you didn't think you had to do yet. Don't get discouraged. Stay put. Keep feeding your soil. Keep making sure that you're doing what you need to do. Keep revitalizing the plan. Keep reconstructing the plan. Keep twisting, turning, but keep doing it. Don't give up. Don't forget about your flower, because one day you're going to look back, it's going to be a beautiful garden if you know how to water it. Have a good one.